up, everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of Truck Tales. You might be wondering, if you've been following this for any amount of time, you might be wondering what happened to episode 4. Well, I pre-wrote the episodes to come up in the future, and episode 4 was meant to be about the truck. But obviously the weather hasn't been great. It's been snowing, it's been raining, there's no car washes open, so basically the truck's filthy, right? So I'm not doing episode 4 just yet. I'll do episode 4 once I've cleaned the truck, because a few people have been asking, about the truck. So that's episode 4. Episode 5, however, it's about emails, and in particular, email notifications, okay? Now, where do I begin? So I would say I'm quite a conscientious person, okay? If I do something, it's got to be done right. I believe in, if something's got to be done, it's got to be done properly, or not at all, right? So when it comes to emails and notifications, I've got various smart devices, smartphone, iPhone, etc., smartwatch, Apple Watch. So when notifications come through, generally speaking, they come through instantaneously, which is great. The technology's there, it's there to help, and that's all very well and good. But I found, as time went on, that started to cause me a bit of a problem. Now, let me explain. For me, if something's really important, and you need to get hold of someone, then you should probably ring them. That's probably the best way of trying to get hold of someone. Maybe send them a message, a text, or a WhatsApp. And then, in terms of priorities, I would say emails comes quite down that list of prioritization, if that's even a word. So, what I found was happening is that I'd be out in the morning, go and do work, or working from home, wherever it is that I've got that I'm working. I'd be out and about, I'd come back. Whilst I'm out and about, I'd get ping emails, email come through, I've got to deal with it. If I see an email, I've got to deal with it. Now, I don't know about you, but when an email comes through, if I see the first couple of lines, be it on my phone or on my watch, I've read the email now. As far as I'm concerned, I know what the email says. I have to deal with it. Okay, I couldn't sort of control no, it's there, but leave it, deal with it in the morning or deal with it later. As soon as I see something, it starts playing on my mind. Maybe that is that conscientious side of me. So the reason why I started this is because what I noticed over time, it started causing a problem. Now, you might be able to relate to this, but I'd go home, be sitting at home around a dining table, having something to eat with the family, and an email would come through, and straight away the watch lights up. And the Apple technology, as great as it is, the watch would light up, which then causes me to look down at my watch. I see the email, I'm like, maybe I've got to deal with that now, or it might be a customer that's emailed asking a question, and I think, I've got to answer that right away. The thing is, everyone around the dining table knows something's playing on my mind. They know something's on my mind. I know I've got to deal with something is on my mind. So that was one problem. Then, things like sitting down, have a little movie night, again with the family, an email would pop up, phone would light up, or the watch would light up. I've got to go and deal with that. And I couldn't switch off, right? The reality is, I could not switch off. So, it's been about 3 weeks now, maybe just over 3 weeks, that I decided to turn off all email notifications on my phone and on my watch. Okay, so if you send me an email, I don't get the notification. The only thing that I get is the little number icon that you get on the homepage to let me know how many emails are in there. I might even get rid of that at some point, but anyway. So for now, I don't get any notifications that come through. And do you know what? It's been 3 weeks. It's been an absolute game changer, life changer. And I mean that, honestly, because I've been able to relax. I've been able to control when I've got to deal with my emails. I've been able to switch off. You know, that's saying something. For those who have worked with me or knows me, know that I can't switch off, especially business owners. Business owners never switch off. They're always on. Always got to deal with stuff. But what it's allowed me to do is to set priorities and set time frames, parameters if you like, for as and when I deal with my emails. You know, generally speaking now, a morning for me, I wake up 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. generally speaking. Now this is not one of those 5 a.m. club type messages. That's a conversation for a whole nother time. But I normally wake up at 5 or 6, go downstairs, get dressed, have a coffee, and I log in and I check my emails. Okay, so any emails that have come in overnight, that's when I deal with emails. There could be anything between 10 to 15 emails that are sat in that inbox overnight. You've got to remember, I manage two businesses, or I run two businesses, should I say. You know, one of them manages multiple other businesses, that the media company. So there's always stuff in the inbox. So I deal with that in the mornings, and I crack on with what I've got to do before I've got to leave the house, or if I'm working from home, before my first appointment. I make sure whatever's in that inbox gets triaged and dealt with. Okay, efficiently. I dedicate my time to emails. And then let's say if I'm out for the day, that's it. I don't deal with any emails. I do not look in my inbox on my phone or on my watch, because they don't come through. Whatever I'm doing during the day, whether it's outside or whether I'm working at a computer, I just focus entirely all my energy onto what it is that I'm doing. I don't get any distractions through the emails. And like I say, it's been an absolute game changer. When I come back, once a day's job's done, let's say I'm working out for the day, I come back in, I sit down, I dedicate an hour or two at emails, and that's me dealt with for my emails. You know, I get to a point of an evening and I think, right, that is it now. Cut off point. You know, you've got to draw a cut off point. You've got to have some limits. And I just switch off. Don't check the emails again until the next morning. You know, and what that does is that allows me the rest of the evening to relax. You know, switch off, not have to focus on emails and stuff coming through all the time. Because let's be honest, if something's that important or that urgent, it's probably not going to come through as an email. You know, nothing life-threatening or life-changing is going to come through in an email. That's my opinion. Yours might differ. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are on that. And also, just another little tip, how I manage them on the computer. Obviously, I've got a Mac, and you know, Macs, you can have different desktops. And I've got 3 screens set up, so I've got browser tabs open all over the place. And whereas I used to have the email tabs open in the main browser, obviously I'd see the email notifications come through, so I've got rid of those as well. I've put all my email screens, or email tabs, if you like, Gmail tabs, on the other desktop. So I can flick in between desktop 1, desktop 2, so on and so forth, when I'm allocating time to deal with emails. You know, if I'm working from home, I'll do what I've got to do, and then I'll be like, right, it's a half an hour window, 45-minute window, deal with emails, and I deal with emails. And that's essentially how I've managed to switch off. And you know, I implore you, give it a go, give it a try. Try and turn off your email notifications just for the weekend, or just for a couple of days, here and there. You know, start with something small, start with a weekend. I mean, I went all in and just went, no, bang, off it's going. But I normally do crazy things like that. But try it. Honestly, see what you think. See if it helps you switch off, especially business owners, you know, where you're constantly on it. If you're customer service focused, customer related, look, honestly, as long as you reply back to your customer, I'd say within 24 hours, I think that's acceptable. You know, I'm not saying don't respond for 2 or 3 days. That's probably unacceptable, but within 24 hours, I think that's pretty acceptable during the week. And on the weekends, I don't even look at them on a weekend until either Sunday evening, last thing, when everyone's gone to bed, everyone's done, or I check them first thing Monday morning. Try it. See what you think. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how that works for you. Also, before I forget, this is the first Truck Tales episode that's actually in landscape. Okay, so I've come away from the portrait view. From now on, they're going to be more landscape focused, and they'll be on YouTube. So this will be one of the first ones on YouTube too. So hopefully you enjoy them. Take care. Until the next one, stay safe. Peace.